It's 20 on the road. I'm sure that's exactly what you want to hear. How hard is it to win in this league on the road?
Well, I think it's just hard in general to win this league, and I think for us, we're just looking at this as a challenge, an opportunity to get better. So, at the home, on the road, I think you know, it's just something we just have to get used to, and just gotta go out and get a win. You know, 0-3. It could be a lot worse. You know, I've had some coaches always say, "Hey, it could always be worse." So we got to be constantly optimistic with each other and continue to believe. And it could be worse. And I feel like we're getting ready to turn that next corner.
When you face the front line with Noah and Taj and Powell, how tough is that?
I think every night there's a tough. You know, you would say, well, how tough is it for the guards? The guy guard Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan, and so for every night there's going to be a challenge, and it's not them versus us. It's our team, the Magic versus the Bulls. So. I believe in our coaches and their schemes and their defensive strategies, and we'll just go approach it like that. But my attitude is, shit, they got to guard me too. So yeah, I mean, it's just my attitude, and I believe I feel like we can win games, and we just need to come out here, get a good practice, and go out there and see what happens.
What's the challenge to play it back?
You know what? I mean, I've done it before. I played triple back-to-back, so it can always be worse. For us, it's something. It's part of the game, and so you have to just make sure we're ready. I feel like we have a pretty deep team. Coach has been doing a pretty good job of keeping guys in the right rotations, and we just got to come out here and get a win. We got to figure it out.
How do you feel being integrated back into the last 2 games?
I feel pretty good. There are some things that I need to work on, and those things are just going to come, and the timing is one of them, especially on defense. I think I'm a little step slow on certain things, and I got to get better at rebounding, and I think that's just me, just having energy to run in there, run back out, and but now that I'm starting to get my legs, I'm going to start to see me a little more active. So I was better than I was the first game, and so hopefully I'll be better than I was the last game.
You said you did a little too much standing around in the first game.
Right.
Less of that Saturday?
Less of that Saturday, and then it'll be even less of that to tomorrow, Wednesday? Tuesday. I don't even know what day it is. It's all the same. I'm just getting used to these guys, and so different teams are playing us differently. So, for me, it's just constantly talking to the guards and letting them know, what they're looking for, what I'm looking for, and then defensively, just making sure we stick with whatever coach says.
How much of a sense of urgency do y'all need? I mean, you got the next 2 on the road. This thing can get away from you pretty fast.
Yeah. I mean, I think that sense of urgency has been up there. I think, if you're in a dark room and somebody said sprint, sprint ahead, you're going to go fast, but you're always going to keep your arms out. And I think for us, once we really get that good chemistry down, once we get that, once we click on defense, then we're going to be able to go full speed. So for us right now, we're still kind of just like feeling it out, but at the same time, we need to win games. We need to stay in it. We need to make sure that we're showing people that we're here and we want to win, and that that we're ready to compete. So those games are over and they're learning, and we're not making the same mistakes, and so go figure we had to play 3 playoff teams, so it doesn't hurt either. So for us, we just got to come out here and know that what we're doing, we're on the right path, and we just need to get a little better.
And obviously coming from the Western Conference, you're a little bit more familiar with Evan.
Right.
What have you learned about him, in the last?
He's tall. He's a lot taller than I thought he was. Also, he's an extremely hard worker. He's a great teammate, and he's gonna help us a lot during the course of this year.
Have you gotten any luck trying to decipher what he and Nick are saying?
Not a clue. I try to make fun of it, but it doesn't work because they just keep talking about it in French. So they speak like 4 different languages to each other. So I don't know if they're speaking French or maybe when they speak English. I don't know when they're speaking English.
It doesn't give you much of a foothold.
No. I just know, hey, I'm open. Or Vooch says, throw me the ball, or Vooch, when he steals my rebound, says, I got it. Those are about the 3 things that he says to me.